All right. Make sure I sound listenable. Make sure I sound listenable. Beautiful. So, it's a lovely Saturday midday. Welcome back, viewers, YouTubers, and friends alike. My name is Mega Smoothie Man, and I'm getting over being sick. Right? So, as you may have noticed, I now have a microphone. Um, so yeah, it is interesting. They record in like single channel. So for people who don't know that, if you try to record in stereo, it will only record left or right because it's only one channel. So I have to record in mono, which I don't think OBS will let me do it this time. I'd have to try and play around with the settings. I already tried once and I kind of goofed things up. So, with that being said, I do have a microphone. Everything's a lot more clear now. I love it. I'm having fun. Um, So, yeah, I recorded like a bunch, like a huge amount of Tomb Raider, kind of by accident. I really like the game. You'll probably see that I don't know how to get the cards to work on this thing. Actually, yeah, the little eye bubble here. If you click it, you'll actually see several links to some of my playlists that I'm endorsing. One would be um, the Tomb Raider series. The next one's going to be Metro. And then, let me double check here, make sure I put the right one in. Oh, yeah, and then Canarium, which, I really need to not click that ever. Sorry, I have this sitting on my really, really wibbly wobbly stand. Um, Mainly because I felt like this is a better angle. You know, you get the mic. Otherwise, I'm standing over here and I'm like, hey, guys. So, updates to the channel. It's the Saturday update stream. Saturday update stream. So, a couple ideas here. I did add a couple more goals to my Patreon. I've noticed nobody's really pledged, which is cool. It happens. Uh, I also only have like 30 something subscribers at this point. 38. There we go. Date this. So this way I can look back on this and be like, whoa, that was two subscribers ago. So, beyond that. Okay, so those channels I'm endorsing because I'm enjoying them a lot. Um, I did finish the story about my father or uncle, which you guys could definitely check that out. The last stream's a little bit shorter because I didn't realize the game was coming to an end, so it's just kind of a little bit of a chit chat near the end of it because it's mainly rolling credits. So I got to find a new game for that. I do have a game in mind. It's another post-apocalyptic thing. It's called 35mm from Steam. So I'm actually looking into that. I'm really excited to play that. It looks really good. And there's a couple other games I found which I think will just be plain up interesting, because first person, post apocalyptic, survival horror, stuff like that. Now, like I said, I finished that. I got to get a new game. I did start playing Human Fall Flat, so you guys will see that coming up. I may put that in place of Canarium. I've streamed 3 times for the midday stream. Like I mentioned to you guys before, if I end up completing one unexpectedly, and I have no idea what my schedule is going to look like. So just like I said, 3 o'clock, 3:30, you'll either see my stream or you'll see me update another video for a new game that I'm playing. So those ones are a little kind of flip floppy right now since those are kind of the volatile streams. Um, Monday, Wednesday, Friday are still in place. Wednesday I was sick, so that made it hard to talk on this thing. Uh, which makes it hard to stream when you guys are watching me and I'm like, half dead. It's great, So, ideas for the future, what I'm looking into doing. I would definitely like to get the Patreon rolling out and rolling out really well. Um, I would also like to host Patreon servers, but I have to have patrons to host patron servers. Some people that don't have very many patrons host servers, but those are also YouTubers who get, at least something from AdSense. You know what I'm saying? Or they have friends that they work with, other YouTubers, groups that they get together, pool cash, and then open patron servers. I need patrons to have patron servers. Um, the first one I was thinking about doing would be the Ark. survival for Xbox, but I'm a little bummed out because they haven't opened up crossplay. They're not crossplay, Play Anywhere. Really bummed out about that, actually. I've been keeping on top of that. It was supposed to come out this 12th, a few days ago. For any of you who are ARC fans, my apologies, sick. And why? Why constantly give us dates if you're going to ignore them? Oh, some problem happened. Great. Can you at least get some dates finalized or maybe implement it and then announce it? I don't know. There's like things that you could do. You know what? I can't say anything really major about that because the process is a long and arduous one, and in a lot of cases it's not on their side, it's on Microsoft's side because they have to approve it, schedule it, put it through in their systems, get everything set up with their techs, and then after everything's approved, they have to schedule the update, have it updated. If things don't go right, then they have to pull it, and then if they pull it, it doesn't go through. My Nitrodo account, which is the one I currently play on, which I actually haven't gotten to play much of, that has been updated like every other day this week. And then you go to check their notes, and they don't have anything really other than, oh, by the way, we're going to implement this in the next update, Play Anywhere. And I'm like, dude, really? I've been waiting for Play Anywhere since you guys announced it a year ago. So, besides that point, I'm excited to play it. But as an advantage, Play Anywhere would allow people who have computers to purchase the Microsoft version and still play on the server. So I would like to have patron servers. Once I have enough patrons and I can get more servers going, there's a lot of cool ideas that I wanted to implement there. But as you guys know, I do need people to want to do it. So, aside from that, other things that I'm looking at doing, let me pick the phone up here so it doesn't buzz. I'm actually looking at doing a new series in Space Engineers. Now, this is a lot rougher of a series. Normally, I record everything a week in advance. Once it's recorded, I get it out, schedule it, update it, push it out. I actually got to send Chelsea a bunch of thumbnails for next week's stuff, including the Tomb Raider that ended up going up this morning, just went up. That's another thing. She's super busy, so sometimes you'll notice my thumbnails don't always come out immediately. That's normal. Like I said, that tends to happen. I'd like to get on top of that, but with the way everything's scheduled, it kind of makes things a little difficult. Now, the series I was talking about is Space Engineers Battle Series. I'm currently in works with it, working with gamers about it. I've got rules set up. I've got kind of the general premise set up. Anything from then on would just be modification. I don't have a real name for it yet. So if you guys ever seen Captain Jack, Captain Shack, Morphologist, Wasted Space, those guys, they'll crash ships and they'll have, fights. Well, I personally am going to take that a bit further. I want to rank them and give specific restrictions for their class type. I don't want somebody just to put a ship in that says, hey, this is a, cruiser ship that carries people, but then it ends up being an empty shell, and it's coated in weapons, and I'm like, dude, that is not right. Or they're not plumbed up. So the general premise is that we'll put ships together in a battle in several different fields, whether it be planet, asteroid, space, rank them on several different qualities that we find are, kind of important when you're looking at a ship. And, there'll be some restrictions as they have to be fully functional. They can only have so much DPS. DPS will be calculated each weapon per fire cycle. So you will probably have to do it for several cycle, if you will. So how fast a gun shoots. That's going to probably take the longest because I actually have to do that or look up online to see if some super smart-minded people have already figured it out. And what that would do is that would limit the number of turrets. That would give each turret a score, if you will. So you can only have so many of each type to balance it out to make it make sense. You have to plumb up your systems, have them all work. I mean, actually, most people play these in creative, and that's because they're just battling for fun. But like I said, I want to take it a step further. I wanted to actually get them all set up to play in survival mode. Yes, I wanted to load the ammunition, load the materials, get everything going, and fly around in space in a survival mode. Granted, me and him would admin ourselves, so this way we don't explode and die. But it would cause the guns and everything to fire normally. It would eliminate any of the glitches that are currently in there, because I noticed, thanks to the new performance update, there are problems where if you go to fire a new gun, like just guns in general, you have to load them up anyways. Or they won't load because they're not pulling ammunition. It's just a bunch of hassle. So I figured survival will take a little bit longer, it'd be more fun, and we can get it more integrated into the game. Now, I would like to surpass the point where it's just me and him creating and submitting ships. I definitely want to get viewers and people who are involved and like to watch this to build their own versions of the ships and submit them. Ships are going to have different classes. Now, this is another thing that I want to really, really like kind of elaborate enough, if you will. So, I looked up online. I found a bunch of lists for classes. I am really bad with spaceship stuff. I just think it's super cool, but I don't know anything about spaceships. Sorry. I just really like playing the game, building things, blowing stuff up. That is the thing I like, which is why I like building games so much. Now, with that being said, I am going to be coming up with several different classes and reasons to rank them. They will be based off of weight, weapon type, and transport type. So basically, it'll end up kind of being like, what ships are what. I believe currently we have planet, orbital, interstellar, and interplanetary. Each one ranking from planet, planet only, orbital, planet, space, close ranged, usually limited fuel, whatnot. Then you have interstellar, which is, doesn't necessarily go planet side or orbit. That's more of the in space situation. So probably not really any much hydrogen enough that. It's usually ion thrusters. And then interplanetary, which is take off from one planet, go into orbit, launch into space, fly, get into orbit of another planet, and then land safely. That, I think, will be entertaining. And like I said, there'll be some, lower kind of requirements on there. How far it needs to jump, weight class, stuff like that, weapon class, like what are you putting on there. We do want to implement some mods, so I'm really excited about it. I currently have a whole sheet scoring system set up. Some of the classes, like I said, classes are going to be kind of hearsay back and forth, mainly because, I got to put definitions to each one of them on what we are going to call. Now, with a little disclaimer here, I am only picking up names out of the sci-fi community. Sometimes Eve, sometimes this place. They're just really cool names for classes, and they usually have a bit of description about them. But I have to convert those into size, numbers, and functionality. So, a Corvette ship being so fast, blah, blah, you know, we still have to, I still have to figure out what makes Corvette class a Corvette class, other than being small and maneuverable. What is it? Is it its DPS? Is it what it does, like overall functionality? How many can it carry? Stuff like that. And like I said, I felt like that bit might not be worked on until the later, so don't worry. It's not going to be a huge thing there where classification's important. I just wanted to add something to where we can put more names to the style of ships. Um, and I like I said, I've been having kind of fun with it. I stayed up super late. That's all I did last night. Actually, I watched TV and kind of did this and did research on them. Um, so I want to see if I can get some people to build stuff. So wait around for that. The first episode. Given the fact that my projection for this, since I have to have all new assets made. Interesting. Why is my stream not working? That was weird. Oh no, my screen just went blank. So yeah, the restrictions are not meant to tear people down and whatnot. It's just to help kind of classify them a lot better, rank them, such and such. So I felt like it'd be more fun, especially once we've done a couple ships. I wanted to review some ships that would be posted by you guys. You know, people who are into the SE community and they want to see ships perform in battle, and kind of get an overall rank. So I'm really excited about that. That is definitely going to take a while. Like I said, I got to get Chelsea to do assets for it. I'll have to do the editing. It'll be one video a week. Every Friday is my goal. And my prediction is it'll take about 2 weeks to get it all set up. About a week or so to build the smaller class ships, give or take. Then go to the fact of recording, and then record, then edit, and then post. So we'll figure all that out. I'm actually really excited about that. That's kind of like the first major series that I really want to put down on the channel. One that's entirely worked by me, not just me playing, say, Tomb Raider and keeping the story bits in. So, now, another bit of information. As you guys don't know, I have my Mango t-shirts. Mango Man. You'll also see it on my little guy in Human Fall Flat. I tried. I really tried. When you guys see it, you'll be like, what is that? It's an orange potato. But it's a mango. If you look at it from long enough, you'll be like, oh, no, it looks like an orange potato. But I had fun playing that game. So, links in the description. I've got my Twitter link, so you guys can follow me there if you want any updates. Every time a video goes up, there's a tweet, so you guys will know. Otherwise, you can hit the little bell icon. That'll give you notifications for the channel. We've got my Patreon link in the description if you guys would like to support the channel. Get more access to me. I actually need to make a post today to my Patreon. Pretty much all those posts that are on there are patron only, so they don't really have any. Yeah, you have to subscribe to get to them. My Discord, I'm working on that a little bit more. Some modification. It's a small Discord, if you will, because it's me and a couple other people at this point. But it's definitely something that I would like to grow, give people access to, so this way they can talk with me more, chat up ideas, and just enjoy the channel as it is. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. I don't have any Q&A sitting here, so let me think. What is a? Let me think. I want to leave you guys on an inspirational message. I feel like just ending my live streams like this are just goodbye. It feels kind of lame, to be honest with you. As a person sitting here, in front of a camera, mic, computers, whatever. I wanted to let everybody know, and I have gotten this question a lot. It's something that, like I said, I see in my streams frequently, or I did at one point. Nobody, like I said, I see a lot of people chatting in my streams, but like I said, I get it occasionally. Doing the YouTube thing is busy work. You can do it. This last update stream did that via vlog with my phone. Okay. And it wasn't even too bad. I mean, I didn't like it in quality because I'm used to this, but you could still do it. If you have a good phone, then you could vlog stream. Why not? Let's do it. Hello, Sam. So I just want to let you know, whether it be YouTube, whether it be school, whether it be people, whether it be the person you like, don't be afraid to just do it. And I don't mean Shia LaBeouf, just do it. No, I mean, like, literally, just think about it. Make your dreams a reality. Figure something out. Like think, hey, how can I do this? And sometimes it helps. Hold on. Itchy. I hate that. I just took a shower. Did you guys get that too? Itchy. It's snowy and cold and but I digress. The important thing is being able to break it down into digestible chunks to do what you want to do. I'm over here doing the YouTube thing, and my ultimate goal is to turn this into a life, along with my, living with my great girlfriend who's allowing all this to happen, on top of voice acting, which is another thing I'm getting into entirely. I would have gotten into it a lot sooner this week if I had a voice. So I guess the whole takeaway here is Don't let something simple stop you. If you really want something, go for it. Fight for it. Do it. Be you and be yourself. And don't spend all your time trying to make yourself be what you're not. Question. Good idea. What recording platform do you recommend most for recording YouTube videos? All mine are poor quality. What do you use? Is a good question. I currently use OBS. Me and gamers both. Now, OBS does a great job. It's a free to use. Okay, that's probably why. Screencast-O-Matic. Personally, I've never used it, but if it says Screencast-O-Matic, I can't imagine it being much better than Record a Screen, which I've seen. It's no. Okay, so this is what you do. Go up, look up OBS. OBS is awesome. It's recording software. It's what I'm actually using right now. Here's the thing. If you're not familiar with it, it's not always the most user-friendly. There's tons of tutorials out there, so don't get, afraid or shy by it. Just play around with it. Don't click the stream button once you've inputted your YouTube signature or your YouTube recording ID. If you're not familiar with your YouTube recording ID, you go to your page. You go to channel. Hold on. Let me click it. I keep forgetting what it's called. It's like a studio. There we go. Creator Studio. You go to live streaming. Then when you scroll down, there's a little thing and it says, don't share this with anybody. And it's true. Don't, because they can just hijack your streams. So don't. You take that and you go to OBS in the settings. And when it goes to, then you go to select who you have. Just click YouTube, you put the code in, and it'll save itself and link it every time. So from then on out, if you hit stream, it'll automatically link it to your actual account. So be careful. I tell you that now. But yes, OBS is what I recommend. It's what I'm currently using. Now, another grain of salt here with recording stuff. It might not always be the software. It could also be, I know. It could also be your internet connection. That can also have a huge effect on quality. I stream all of my stuff in 720p, which is perfectly fine. Don't worry about that. My games, I stream in 720p. Everything I stream, 720p, because that's all I have the power to do. But all of the games I export in 1080. And as long as you have a recording setup, or not a recording setup, but a video editor that can do that, you're good. Now, I've heard some people using the YouTube editor. Oh, good. Well, I know it sounds like it's good. I guess it really depends on your living situation, because I have, at one given moment, my house of 2 people, I'll have 2 phones online, 2 Xboxes, and 3 to 4 computers. Just depends on what work I'm doing. That's a lot of internet. It's all on your bandwidth. So, you want to check your bandwidth. Let me double check mine real quick here. When you go to stream it, when you go to actually stream your OBS, you don't, like I said, don't set it up for 1080p. What I would recommend, and let me pull up my settings here. It's going to shake my screen a little. Let me pull it up here. Stream, output. Set your video bit rate to 4,000. Put the encoder for software, since it'll work best. And the audio bit rate at 160. That'll give you a nice full range. You'll be good. And your encoders with the software, which is a lot, it just functions better. I've noticed I have more problems using anything else but that, which would be my hardware, my graphics setup. So those are that's the base settings. I would highly recommend there is just the 4,000 bit rate. If you go to look up on YouTube, they'll be like, oh, well, you could do 3,600's a top for 720. No, I have found out that is wrong. Just do 4K. As long as you have enough, your OBS will function about 4.1, 4.2K, and you'll be fine. Nice. 2 iPads, 5 computers, 3 phones, 1 PS3, and 5 tablets. Yeah, that might be the problem. It might not just be Streamomatic isn't doing their great job. It might be your internet's not doing it. And if you try to use this, like OBS, OBS might have more options than Streamomatic, so feel more than free. It's another free one. Check it out. Just, you never know. It allows for you to customize options and move recording stuff. If I wanted to, I can have multiple recording panels. I'll show you right now. Idle. See, look at that. Great, right? I can just idle my stream super quick. Actually, I could set that to a button, and I could just hit it, and then it'll go to idle. I can actually play a video in the background of this with audio if I wanted, and then come back. So I actually really like the options, so it might help you out. Did you have any other questions about stuff? Like microphone usage, setup, audio things. I've learned a lot in the while I've been streaming. A lot. Mainly because I stay up really late doing research, or I spend a good portion of my time researching. When I get done editing videos, it takes about an hour. Oh, good. No worries. If you have any more, my Twitter link is in the description. Feel more than free to tweet me your questions. I might not get them immediately because I'm still figuring out Twitter, and I get notifications so often it's like hard for me to tell. But I check it every. No, I've been checking even more now. Actually, it'll give me a notification if you message me or tweet me, and I can help you out there too, and answer any questions. Gamers, actually, a gentleman that I work with, and going to be working with the stream, you know, the new episodes. He's also done OBS, and I offered my help, but by the time like I didn't hear anything from him, so about like a week or so later I was like, dude, did you really need help? He goes, nah man, I got this. I'm like, geez, you learned that fast. I'm gonna have to ask him for pointers. So nice. What type of stuff were you looking at making, Sam? Yeah, there's all kinds of different channels. That sounds awesome. Malfang Gaming. Oh man, I hate this. Oh, itchy nose. Drives me nuts. Wait, so you have a channel outside of your current channel? Mothia? That sounds actually kind of entertaining. So you have Mothia Gaming, huh? Oh, nice. So I take you've had a channel for a while then. Interesting. Boop. Nice. That's really cool. I like that. So what kind of games do you like? You know, with channel stuff, I usually like to give people's, you know, listen to what they have to say for what they like to play. Oh, well, OBS may be able to help that because OBS also serves as a really good recording software. I don't notice too many issues. The only time I notice issues is if I have a bajillion tabs opened in my Chrome and then I try to record, say like Tomb Raider, it'll get framey in certain bits when it's loading. And it's not OBS. When I first started recording, I thought it was OBS. It's my fault. It'll help out if you Control-Alt-Delete. Dang it, I keep hitting that while I'm trying to do this. I really need to get a good stand for that. Oh, mostly online. Okay. One thing that might help you out a lot is hold on. Oh God, I hate this. Ah, I seriously hate it when my nose itches. It's like I need to retitle this stream the itchy nose fiasco. If you pull up Control-Alt-Delete, you pull up your task manager, and you go to just click more details. You'll end up seeing several different options there. Donka darling, look at that moisturizing lotion for my nose. I'm gonna not put that on. That'll look really weird. So anyways, you'll be able to check out your network disk, GPU, memory, and CPU. My memory usage goes absolutely bonkers. So it'll help you kind of organize a little better, because then you can like close out certain things you didn't realize you had running. You'll see how much Google Chrome affects you. If you are doing live streams, and this is just another quick little bit of stuff that I had to do myself, set your stream up. Take the first 5 minutes, test everything, talk to everybody, whatever. Go, oh, okay, we'll do this, blah, blah, blah. Double check your audio through your headset. Make sure you sound good. Make sure the game's coming through good. Then, done, set, close. And then what you can do is open it up on your phone through, like, your phone's Wi-Fi. Since if you have, like, an unlimited data plan or something, and that will save you a bunch of hassle there. Because then you could just set it and look at it. And it's just a little one there, and it just says it, and you'll be able to talk to everybody, and you won't be using Chrome to suck it up, and you don't have to jump back. If you have a split screen monitor, that might work even better, to be honest with you. I actually used that exact trick during the Cat Mario stream with Chelsea. My laptop was being a butt, and I didn't want to switch, so I loaded it up on my phone, had Chelsea do the same thing, and I was able to eke out enough to stream. It was awesome. I recommend it. I spent a lot of time goofing around with, like, the setup, my system. I mean, recording setup, 6 screen split monitor, and 3 on top and 3 on the bottom. That is absolutely sick. This is my monitor. Brilliant. I know, right? So I'm actually using a big TV. You're going to make this shake. Jeez. I know, right? But yeah, I use a really big screen. Actually, that's the reason why I had issues with trying to play Dead Space 3. My next series that I really wanted to collab with was with Gamers Nation on Dead Space 3. And it turns out they had like a horrible bug where unless you had a native 60 hertz refresh rate on your screen, which is a monitor, then it wouldn't work. So anybody who had 59 or any of that would not let them. Colat. Let me check that out. Let me see here. Colat on stream. Wait a minute. Actually, I think this is one of the games I've been looking at. This is. I've been taking a look at this. I saw this like a couple days ago, and it's not on sale, so I was like, then I'll just wish list it. Yeah, I have it wish listed. I was gonna wait until I could save some cash for it. It does look crazy awesome, doesn't it? I know. That's what Metro is. Metro is actually a book originally in Russian by Russian gentlemen, and you know the main character's name is Artyom, and they're in Russia and all underground. That's another one. I've been finding them. You got it for free. Oh man, that is so lucky. It's really good to get an awesome game for a pretty good price there. I'm actually thinking of playing Doki Doki, and the reason is because it's weird. Okay, it's weird for my channel content, I know, but it's kind of crazy. It's a crazy game, so I'm actually planning on playing Doki Doki, and I'm thinking about doing it in streams. Yeah, no worries. Actually, this stream is actually pretty much done. Thank you so much for coming in. Just shout out to Sam Emmett for popping into the stream, chatting with me, asking me some questions. I love feedback and I love questions because I love to help out as best as I can. So, thank you so much for popping into the stream. Like I said, shout out again, Sam Emmett. I'm going to check out your channel. I have your stuff actually pulled up in my computers or on my computer's tabs, so I'll probably look at those immediately. Chelsea wants lunch. We're hungry, so life. Anyways, I want to thank everybody so much for tuning in. I've had an absolute blast as always. I really have. This has been great. I love doing these streams. I can't wait to do next Saturdays. Give you an update on everything and maybe new ideas. So, without further ado, I'll say goodbye to you. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Mango out. Out, right? That's how I do it, right? Your turn. You do it. No? Peace, guys.